Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmitt and this is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching episode 2 of season 2 of The Boys. What'd you think about last episode?
I mean, insane.
Definitely super insane.
You know, the last couple of episodes, even of the first season too, there's just so much happening and it's all like so brutal.
Yeah, this series is definitely quickly becoming one of our favorites, but it is definitely very brutal.
Yeah.
So we learned a little bit the first episode, but you know, the last episode of the first season ended on such like a crazy cliffhanger, and you know, we were waiting for Billy the entire time, and he didn't show up till the very end of this episode.
Yeah, so we didn't really get the answers that we wanted from the end of the first season, but so much other stuff happened.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited. Billy's back, so hopefully we'll get some answers.
Billy's back. CIA seems to be out of the question now with her head exploding. A new superhero in the Seven.
Yes.
And Homelander is definitely on the bad side of Edgar.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm super excited.
Definitely super excited to jump into this. So if you would like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we have reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all of those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode. I couldn't read that too quickly.
There's a bunch of random words.
Did he maybe just write down what he visually saw?
Yeah.
Did he get his memory wiped or something?
Maybe.
Huh. So Homelander may have just teased him with that a little bit, and somehow he can't remember all of the details.
So we won't be able to get back there.
Yeah.
Where the fuck am I?
You're at Tony Cicero's.
You've got a bit of paper, something I can write with. A pen, anything.
Have initiated a
Oh no.
as well as endangering her infant son.
That's not me. Dang, that's devastating. I honestly thought maybe Homelander and Billy would somehow...
Yeah, you thought they were gonna, like align.
Align, but...
Girl, I'm sorry.
She's trying so hard.
All right, I'm off.
Who is the contact? What is their actual name?
You'll love it.
Never fucking love it.
Noted.
He left us for dead, and now it's like nothing happened?
Sorry that I trusted this lot was smart enough to save themselves like they've done 100 times.
We're just gonna pretend like this is normal? Like we're fucking lemmings?
Huey's pushing a few too many buttons.
Well, who else they gonna follow? Right.
Almost spoke up.
You use your powers.
What do you mean?
He's gonna take out an airplane with that.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You know, when I was his age, I was breaking the sound barrier. He can't even throw a fastball.
We thought it was best that he have as ordinary of a childhood as possible.
Who's we?
Uh-oh, who's the man in the picture?
How long are you planning on staying?
We got a deal. Just try and be civil.
I assume the deal was to keep Billy alive.
Yeah.
What did it say?
My talent, my underwater lung capacity.
What is missing here?
His gills?
I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
Hey, guys.
What is up with the fresca?
Last time I did shrooms was at a Goo Goo Dolls concert with some poli-sci chick from Oberlin.
I guess I call it more of a gateway.
I still don't know what their motive is with the deep.
Wait, are you not gonna drink any?
This is your journey.
Oh, this is hitting him fast.
The newest member of the Seven, and she's taking America by storm.
We have a big day, domestic outlets until noon, roundtables until 4, print one-on-ones until 6.
It's a lot of stuff for superheroes other than fighting crime.
Very little fighting crime.
Where, what?
I gotta go. I'm sorry, family emergency.
Before, this is a moment. Girls, get it done. You are not.
Today we say goodbye to Susan Ray. Joy, as well as sadness.
I was like, who
they
is
are
that?
Two, and your friends to help you carry it. Amen.
Who sends an edible arrangement to a wedding? I mean, a funeral.
You think you can surprise me? I literally taught you this one.
Raina would have loved that.
Turn you in for the murder of Madeline Stillwell.
Grace, I know who killed Raina.
Who?
Okay, well, look, I don't specific.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who killed Raina.
Grace, wait. I'll level with you, okay? Just hear me out.
Just tell her everything.
Yeah. I'm also now super afraid of anyone's head blowing up at any moment.
Igor?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, are his gills talking to him?
Bro, we gotta talk. No, you gotta look at us.
Who's the voice of his gills?
You shut the fuck up, you ugly piece of shit. Hey, let me out, man.
Oh man, he's going through it. Also, I think his gills are voiced by Patton Oswalt. I had a feeling it was her ex.
What are you doing here?
Still has Maggie Shaw as your emergency contact.
Turns out my appendix was about to burst.
You could die from something like this.
But I didn't. So I guess you don't need to save me.
Smushed together, we lost one of them.
Are you as excited to be here as I am?
I don't know. I don't think so.
About how girls get it done.
Girls get it done.
Girls get it done.
Starlight, single or spoken for?
Single. Single.
Say strong is the new pretty right at the end.
Oh god.
I don't think girls do anything better. I think chicks and dicks are in it together. Oh, that's me. Thought won't let me have pockets in this thing. See every crease in my ass. You can practically see up Starlight's uterus. You want to talk about girl power? Let's talk about getting some pockets.
Your teammate A-Train has been out of the public eye.
I pray for him every night.
What if I told you he's right behind you?
Oh, what?
Thanks, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
She's gonna pass out.
Right? I mean, they did save him.
I don't know if that was enough. He's kind of crazy.
How are you feeling?
I'm fucking tastic.
That's great. We were really worried about you.
They told me you came by my room every day to pray for me.
Yeah, I think that prayer really does help.
Probably just coming to check up to see if he died or not.
What would have happened if I hadn't been there to give you CPR?
Wonder if he doesn't remember.
Oh, I think he knows.
How does everyone feel about you helping your traitor fucking boyfriend escape? Or maybe you didn't mention that part.
Who did you mention that part to?
Just had a meeting with the colonel.
You saw her?
That's right, Frenchie. She's gonna help us. We get her the suit terrorist. She's gonna get the CIA to scrub our records clean. Ain't you twats lucky that I showed up, eh?
It's getting rough between them two.
Yeah. They're gonna have to hash it out.
Melissa Dabrowski was more than just another finger. No.
Yep.
You deserve to be loved, Kevin.
Did we ever know that his name was Kevin before?
I'm the ugly.
No.
Yes.
You are.
No.
The people who came up with this.
We're definitely on whatever drug this is.
Yeah.
Everything I hope for. You're everything I need.
I really want to like the Deep, but I can never forget what he did to Starlight in the first episode.
Vaught is testing a new volumizing dry shampoo for eye irritation.
Surprised it hasn't regenerated already.
Are you kidding me? I literally have no pockets.
Well, she got it.
She's gonna stick it in her backpack.
Tie with Gecko?
From Capes for Christ back in the day.
What'd you just put in your boot?
What? Nothing.
Because it looked like you just put something in your boot.
Just kill him.
Why don't you tell me? You shouldn't be hitting the crystal with your buddies quite so soon.
Shall we?
There it is.
Yeah, you were right. She slipped it into the backpack.
Okay, I'll be back in an hour. I'm gonna go have coffee with Miss Bird.
Oh no. Unattended for an hour? God, dude, come on. You make drinking milk so weird. Huh.
Open the door.
Is she stuck in somewhere?
I want to talk to Dr. Park. The fuck is going on?
I understand this is upsetting.
He would never know about Ryan or me. That was the deal. You need to make him leave. Because if you don't, I'm gonna take Ryan and I'm gonna run.
Our best guess, he'll get bored and move on.
Get bored? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
Homelander and I went to this Oscar party.
There's this producer swapped place cards so he could sit next to me. 2 days later, there's a fire in his office. They found his head in one room and his torso in another.
Oh my god.
I don't want him to do that to you. I don't want you to hate me anymore.
I don't really have anyone to call, though.
You could call me. It's hard, Ryan, being superior to every single.
Oh, come on.
We're gods. Son, we can do anything, and no one can stop us.
What a great lesson to tell a little boy.
I love you, son. You say it back.
I love you, too.
Oh my god. This is so awkward.
I'm not gonna get bored and move on. Feel free to tell Dr. Park to go fuck himself.
How did he find all this information out already?
It's almost like he was seeing into the camera.
Yeah.
Or he has her, like, bugged.
Something.
I only got 2 of these. What if it doesn't work on the terrorists inside?
Then we're right well fucked.
I feel like they should not be going into it like this.
No, they gotta hash it out sooner than later. They need to be a strong team, or else this is all gonna get destroyed. This is already setting up for a disaster. Why doesn't Huey have a gun at least? Oh! Didn't even ask him a question first. I don't think that's the soup terrorist.
Shining Light Liberation Army. The ones who kidnapped you.
Oh.
You know this man? What is going on?
Alright, so she definitely knows a little bit more than we've been able to figure out. Is it her brother? Fuck, is he the super terrorist?
Wait. It's her brother.
Fuck, Butcher, don't do anything. Why? Fuck, that's a lot of damage. So much for being a strong team.
Yeah.
Even more shattered than they were before. And now Huey and Butcher definitely need to hash it out.
Oh my god, everyone is so fucking stage managed. Who's the greatest superhero of all time?
Homelander?
Pippi Longstocking. You haven't read Pippi Longstocking.
I didn't know she could lift a horse.
I didn't know she was a superhero.
She never cared about being polite or cute. Oh, and if someone sticks a dick in your mouth, bite it off.
Good advice.
Like, wanna like her?
Yeah, I want to like Stormfront. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
Give it another episode.
You fuck off. Arrest you with me. Fuck you waiting for?
Try to kill her brother. Or capture him.
Becca's alive.
What?
There you go.
Yeah.
It never tells him the full story.
She had a little boy with her, right? I gotta find her, and I gotta get her the fuck out of here. And I need your help to do it.
Are you fucking with us?
And by rights, you should tell me to fuck off. But still, I'm asking.
They needed this.
あの晩姉ちゃんが消えて助け合うはずだったのに姉ちゃんが消えたからちゃんと探せばよかった
Oh, jeez. I mean, it's neither of their fault.
姉ちゃんのせいじゃないって
God damn it, I knew he would show up. Oh no.
What are you doing with this?
Okay, if you just give me a minute, I can explain. Because you killed your fucking girlfriend.
You can't prove anything.
Did she suffer? Those needles jammed into her arm at the same time?
I think he has a lot more to lose than she does.
Yeah. Just call it even between them.
さっき一緒だった連中って
Oh, go back. Just leave altogether.
悪魔みたいな声でやってきた
Whoa, Homelander came.
周りの全ての村も破壊したスーパーヒーローがバーサの真っ二つにしたんだぞ
Jeez.
こんなはずじゃなかったでも奴らは合ってたよ公園なき連中のために立ち上がるじゃあわかるだろう
He has every right to want to get revenge against Homelander, but they both want the same thing. Fuck. Oh. Jeez. Oh. Man, she came out of nowhere. Dang, he got knocked out quick.
At least someone's got some sense around here.
He got scared real quick.
Is duct tape really gonna do anything?
Might need something a little bit stronger than duct tape. Oh. One and done.
You come between me and my missus again, I'll fucking kill you.
I mean, he didn't know.
No.
Coming?
All right, that was The Boys Season 2, Episode 2. What'd you think?
That was crazy. I mean, every episode is crazy.
Yeah, we could literally label every episode as crazy.
Yeah, so we're getting to see a lot more of kind of filling in the gaps with Billy.
Yeah.
Crazy that his like memory was like wiped essentially.
Yeah, so I kind of thought like that there was some level of respect gained between Homelander and Billy at the end of last season.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he was just showing that, hey, Becca's still alive, and then he, you know, let Billy go or something like that.
Right.
But it definitely, well, now that we know that it was Becca who made a
Negotiated,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah, to keep Billy alive so that Homelander could come freely to see his son.
Right. And I think, you know, this is kind of what I originally thought, but I think it's been made very clear that Homelander assaulted her and that she still very much loves Billy.
Yeah, especially that scene of finding the little photo still in her dresser.
Right.
First of all, the show does such an amazing job at making you want to root for really shitty people, but then at the same time make you root against those same people.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never watched a show where I've wanted to like a character, but then also had every reason to hate that character.
Well, and I feel like there is not anybody on this show that is all good.
No, everyone has a lot of baggage and has done a lot of bad things. I mean, maybe Frenchie and Mother's Milk have not done something, but even Huey has lied. Like Starlight, you know, crippled, or not didn't cripple, but blackmailed Gecko. Like, everyone's done terrible shit.
Right.
You know, like, I really want to like the Deep. Like, the parts of this episode with the Deep were so funny.
Yeah.
And you feel so bad for the Deep about him just like hating himself for something that he had no control over. It's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yet it's just been devastating his life. But then he's assaults women. So he's just an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, and then like Homelander, like, I want to see Homelander go up against someone more evil than Homelander, which I thought maybe Edgar and Vought in general. You know, last season I was kind of like, well, maybe, you know, it wasn't an assault between Becca and Homelander, but we just, every episode we learn more and more of how disgusting Homelander is.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, there's not everyone has good, but I want to say besides Homelander, not everyone is all bad either, but he is just all bad.
Yeah, and that's kind of like, but that same theme where, you know, you see good and bad of other people. You know, you see like Maeve, like, she's had to do a lot of stuff, but then it's like, okay, well, is she forced to do this because of Homelander? Like, clearly she has good intentions when she came clear to Evelyn. So I'm just rambling, but it really is just like so much good and bad in the same people. But I'm firmly on the position that Homelander, I've given up every ounce of hope to see him do anything redeemable in this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just ready to see him get hopefully annihilated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's gonna have to happen sooner or later, and I honestly feel like there's so many people that want to bring him down that it's who's gonna do it. I kind of have a feeling that it's gonna have something to do with Edgar, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, really, Vought is already like the final straw with him. Billy wants to kill him. Kimiko's brother wants to kill him.
He's just so powerful. So
it's
like, how are they gonna do it?
Yeah.
Or a lot of them.
Yeah, it honestly might require everyone uniting to take him out, because he literally is just the most unstoppable force on this planet that we know of so far.
Right.
There might be someone more powerful than him, but as far as we know, every single superhero is legitimately afraid of Homelander.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We learned a lot more about Homelander. We have Billy with pieces of memory, which that was really devastating. I really thought he just wasn't there at the moment or something. Not that he has no idea where she is.
Yeah, he just has his little pieces to put together, but it sounds like he should be able to get to her if, you know, I don't think it's going to go that smooth.
No, nothing never does in the show.
You know, they have the trade, essentially, of intel and actual super villain.
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to go smooth, but hopefully it'll get him one step closer. And he does have that little tidbit of information of the things that he does remember and wrote down. It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see too. And I'm also like, when Becca drove to that barrier, was that a barrier for something beyond those walls, or were those walls keeping her in? Because even Homelander, when he was in the house, he was like, what happens when he finds out, you know, to go to a baseball game or to go to the ocean,
right?
Or like when he's been living in a prison. So he called it a prison. So was he talking like metaphorically about the life, or was he talking about the house, or are they literally in this walled off area that they can't leave?
Yeah, my first thought was that he was talking about just the life that she set up for him is just like a little mini prison.
Right.
Because you think about, like, he went to piano lesson. I don't think they would have like a whole town of people in there.
But we haven't seen a big town or a lot of people really.
Right. I just wouldn't anticipate there being even anybody else in there. So I'm not sure. I took it as was it Dr. Park?
Dr. Park, which I don't know if we've seen that character before. Like you said, it might be the elder, like, scientist guy, but I'm not quite sure if that's the same character. I forgot.
Right. So I took that as he was like in a compound.
Right. That's the other alternative.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see. And, you know, that would really complicate things if she is somewhere. Like, how is Billy going to find her? Because
the reality is that Becca and Homelander's son is possibly, or will be very soon, the second strongest person on the planet, if not eclipse Homelander. So it might make sense that this is a compound for him to keep him contained.
Right.
If he ever develops the ability to use his powers, they need to already have their hands on him, or they need to be constantly monitoring him for the moment that he gets too powerful.
Right.
So that's the only thing I can kind of think of. It's not necessarily to keep Becca safe, because obviously Homelander's in there. It's to keep the rest of the world safe from the kid.
Right. Yeah, no, you very well could be right. So I'm really interested to kind of see what they do with him. And I mean, clearly Homelander's not going to leave him alone.
Nope.
And he's very much like encouraging him in a way to just be, you know, an awful mini Homelander. To
essentially be unstoppable. To tell the little boy, we're gods and we can do whatever we want and no one can stop us.
Right.
They might be in that enclosed prison because he is essentially, or will be, I assume, unstoppable.
Right. He just has no idea.
He has no idea.
Yeah. And I'm sure Becca wanted to keep it that way.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was the intention all along.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, I feel like, a huge storyline.
Absolutely. And then we have A-Train and Annie.
Yep.
That kind of whole dynamic. I'm so glad that Annie stood up for herself against A-Train. I mean, A-Train is a very close second to Homelander. Yeah. So that was really cool that she got to do that. She has the compound V. So we'll see kind of how that comes into play.
Yeah, that whole storyline kind of blew up when the CIA lady blew up. So I don't know what they're going to do with that compound V at this moment. But yeah, no, that was awesome to see her stand up, because also it's like, what does A-Train have? He has tons of shit that they know about. So who is he going to intimidate at this point? Plus, they literally saved his life.
Yeah.
Like, they could have easily just killed him. He doesn't...
I mean, I don't think he cares that they saved him.
No, I don't think he cares. But, you know, he's unnecessarily cocky for a superhero who almost requires Compound V to stay competitive.
Right.
Who was abusing it so much to the point where he literally had a heart attack.
Yeah.
He's kind of lost a lot of power, and I think that was reflected into the fact that Starlight literally just grabbed the Compound V out of his hands and he just turned and walked away.
Like, as soon as she stepped up, it was over for him.
Yeah, he's not in a position of power that he might have been a short while ago.
Right. I think he was relying on the intimidation factor, and as soon as she like realized that and was able to stand up for herself, it was over for him.
Which I think, that was a confidence boost given to her from Stormfront, which I think we're both kind of on the fence about. She just came in very hot.
Yeah.
And even though she says a lot of stuff that I agree with, I really don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah,
really.
I don't know how to explain it either. There's just something about her that I'm a little unsure of still.
Yeah, it's I think that's what it is. It's not that I really like the character and I really like her, but I just feel like we are so used to seeing the negative side of all of these people that what is her negative side?
Yeah.
Because she's got to have one.
Right.
If it's anything like this show, she's going to do something fucked up at some point. And I'm curious to see what kind of level. Is it of the level of like Maeve, where it's like hopefully redeemable? Or is it going to be like A-Train or Homelander, where it's like fucking kill her?
Yeah, you're awful.
You're awful. So I think that's what we're waiting for.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, just find out, how bad are you?
Right.
Like, what is your bad?
Or is your bad literally just not giving a shit in interviews?
Right.
If that's your bad, then cool, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But if it's something worse than that, then uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And then we see, the relationship between Kimiko and her brother very quickly turned.
Yeah, they both feel bad for what happened to each other, but it was neither of their fault. And they both seemingly want the same thing. They both want to take down bad superheroes, mostly Homelander, but they're going about it two different ways.
Yeah, and I think her brother is very not trusting of even just the boys.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest problem, and that's causing the biggest divide between them, is that he's not willing to work with them. And she is part of the boys now. She's part of that little family.
Yeah, no, she's definitely part of the boys, and he unfortunately is to the point where he is aligned with the terrorist group that killed his parents. Just because they also want the same thing.
Right.
Which, when we learned about that had to have been Homelander that came to that village that killed
they said
kids
the Americans and would they say like tore somebody in half?
Split a woman in half and killed kids and destroyed multiple villages. That's Homelander
Absolutely.
to a T.
Yeah.
So, we've kind of talked about it. There's so many people who want to take down Homelander. I assume some of these paths are going to start colliding, and people are going to have to realize, like, you're my enemy, but we have to join forces because the biggest enemy is the superhero flying around terrorizing everyone. Yep,
the shared enemy, which is actually really funny considering that he is the one that created these super villains.
Right, he brought Compound V all over the world.
Right, so maybe that's gonna be his demise, is all of these super villains coming together with maybe the help of the boys.
Yeah, how many super villains, or should we even call them super villains, or just people who potentially will be superheroes because they're all going to want to take down Homelander, because it might take all of them. I can envision a fight between Homelander and a couple of superheroes, and he would probably tear through half a dozen before they even got close to him.
Right.
This is really shaping up to be what I think is going to be a wild season.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. I feel like there's not been a single episode that's like slow at all. Like there's so much going on constantly, and we're learning so much. So it's going to be a crazy season.
Super excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, me too.
So if you would like to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.